thought it was about time to give you a tour of the garden, because it is looking quite large. It's kind of expanding quite a bit now, so we wanted to show you what we're working with. First of all, right outside our door, we have our bug repellent section. We have here the citronella, which I'd never seen in real life before this, and it's amazing. When you water it, you can just get that fresh, natural citronella smell, which is amazing. Here we have lemon gum, which I don't know anything about, but it's apparently what they use to make some natural bug repellent. So that's here by our dog and back door area. If you circle around the patio, this is our tomato garden. So starting here, we have Tommy Toes, which we grew last year, which are the baby, not baby, but like a cherry or grape type tomato. And this did really well last year, so I'm hoping we get a whole bunch on here. The next guy over, let's see, I have to check the tags. Beefsteak. Everyone knows the beefsteak tomato, the classic slicing tomato. We have that here. In the corner, we have a brandywine tomato, which is also a slicing tomato, which we've never grown before, but I think it gets a little bit purple, which is kind of cool. Here we have the Cherokee purple tomato, which is apparently for slicing. This is new to us as well, but I'm kind of excited to see what it turns out like. We also have marigolds, a couple pots of marigolds around to hopefully help with our pollinators this year. These are also heirloom marigolds. I can't remember, there's an orange and a white for sure. I don't remember the names, but we also have yarrow here, a little, right in the way, little pot of yarrow, which they say is supposed to be good for like colds and stuff. I don't exactly know how you use it, but that'll be fun to figure out. The rest of our tomatoes, here is a Hungarian heart, which we grew last year. These tomatoes grow to be 1 pound in size. We didn't get a whole bunch last year, so I'm hoping we have a little bit better tomato game this year and we can get some of those. This guy here, I feel bad even saying, but it's called the Mexico midget, and it's a little cherry type tomato as well. And if you can come in close, I noticed this morning, there's actually little tomatoes. Look, look. Isn't that precious? There's one, and there's one, and there's one. So this is the first plant that we actually have some fruit on, the Mexico midget itty bitty little tomatoes. Moving over, we have the San Marzano, which is the classic sauce tomato. We did grow these last year, and these are really good. Light seeds, really kind of thick, heavy, good for sauce. The purple bucket has the German Johnson tomato, which I believe is popular here, like in the North Carolina, South Carolina area. I think it, I don't know, it's kind of special to this area in some way, but that'll be a new one for us. We have another beefsteak tomato, another Hungarian heart, and another Tommy Toe. More marigolds. All right, if you move down our path, this is our new this year, the little bird netting we put up, because if you did watch our videos last year and saw our blueberries, they got attacked many times by birds and beetles and all kinds of stuff, and we didn't get a harvest really at all. This year, we were smart. We put a cage around it, and they are looking amazing. We have 2 varieties. This is a Blue Ray, and this is the Chippewa, and the Chippewa has fresh blueberries on it already. Can you see it? Isn't that amazing? And delicious. Really excited about those. Those won't last long. Those will all be fresh eaters, I'm sure. Down here we have a little bit of lavender, and I keep all of my mint in here as well. Here is some peppermint. This here is a toothache plant, which I don't know if you guys have heard of before, but the flowers, I think maybe the leaves too, but at least the flowers are numbing. So if you put them in your mouth, it'll numb your mouth. Really just grew this because I was super curious, and maybe I can dare someone in the house to give it a shot once they're ready. Here we have some chocolate mint, which smells amazing. I don't think it tastes a lot like chocolate, but it smells incredible. And I plan on using a lot of these mint leaves to make tea this year, to make our own teas, so that'll be fun. This is an amaryllis, which I'm not sure I'm not sure how it's doing, if this is how it should be going or not. I don't have a lot of knowledge on this guy, but I got a little flower going there. This poor unfortunate soul is our berries and cream mint, which I have actually harvested twice this year already, and it's coming back, but it was tucked in between the blueberries, and I think it was too hot over there, too much sun, and it wasn't liking it, so I just moved it yesterday, and I think it's gonna be fine. It kind of goes through these waves sometimes. A second lavender. Here we have a mojito mint, which smells really yummy as well. All the mints, those are one of my favorite things out here. Here we have a bucket of basil. These were our own seeds actually. We saved these seeds from our basil last year, so that's kind of cool. Pretty excited about that. This is our spearmint. I think this was one of our first mints. Classic, I love this one. This one I just like to come out here and like break one up and smell it because it smells so good. In the little bed up here, we have some parsley, which has already been harvested and dried this year as well. Rosemary, and I did plant dill, but as you can see, nothing. So I might have to try that again. Here I have a bay leaf. Isn't this the cutest thing you've ever seen? It's so Dr. Seuss to me. I don't know if you guys have ever seen how these grow, but I had no idea. You just see the little can in your spice cabinet of the leaves. Well, here it is. It looks like a truffula tree or something, but it's our first year, so I've read that you have to wait until the next year or two to harvest. So here it is, just looking beautiful, getting excited. And we put a couple little chicks and hens in there. So add a little something. But this guy's apparently a tree. I had no idea, so that's very cool. If you come around to our garden beds, you will see here, this whole entire bed is our pepper garden, with the exception of these guys on the end. These are our tomatillo plants, so yeah, that'll be awesome. And I will tell you some of what we have in here for sure. This guy, this little flowery looking guy, is a habanada. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's so, wow, what is on them? It's so cool, but does not look like the rest of the pepper plants. The habanada is a heatless habanero, so we can cook, get the flavor, make some seasonings, and I'll be able to enjoy it as well. We have in here, let's see, cayenne peppers, banana peppers, buena mulata peppers, which are really cool because the leaves are kind of a blue color, jalapenos, so that's a little different for us this year, and pepperoncinis. Those are I'm really very excited about. So that's our whole entire pepper. There's just multiples of those kinds of peppers. Down here we have 2 rhubarb plants. You can see a humongous difference between them, so I don't know exactly what's going on here, but this guy is doing amazing. If you know anything about rhubarb, we will not be enjoying this year, but patience is the name of the game, I guess, in the rhubarb. This is a loofah, which I just was doing for fun because I want to kind of dry it out and see what it's like at the end of the season. Moving on over, we have the potato garden. We have blue potatoes, gold, red, and white. And you can actually see one in here, which I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's a new potato or if it was one of the seeds we put in, but there's definitely one right there. Boop. But I'm super anxious to try these. And something I found interesting is how the leaf colors are. The blue potatoes have these kind of blue leaves. The reds, early on, the stem was a little bit red, so it's kind of neat watching them. This bed is kind of a hodgepodge. And you may notice these holes that basically were not here yesterday when I took care of the garden. So it looks like we have a slug or something in here. Anyway, we have some glass gem corn, which is an heirloom variety that you make popcorn with. So that's just kind of a fun thing that we wanted to try. Down here I have some celery, eggplant, cabbage, and this is a kale. These are red Russian kales. There are multiples of those. So there's another eggplant, kales, cabbage. Here we have an okra, which he might be getting drowned out too much by these guys, and watermelon, seedless watermelon. This is going to be an exciting one for us for plants because last year we grew the sugar baby watermelons, which were like this big and had 4,095 seeds in them. So it was kind of a pain in the butt. Very, very delicious eating your own fresh watermelon, but labor intensive. So this is a seedless variety that I'm very excited to try, make some fun stuff with. Oh, I forgot about my little section in here. The gutter beds have our chives, cilantro, strawberries, And I have planted oregano, which is just starting to kind of pop up in there too. So that's new. We did not have oregano last year, so that's fun. On this side, we have 3 blackberry bushes, which I may have killed. It is uncertain at this point. They were up against the house, and my theory is they were too hot or it was reflecting too much. I'm not sure. So I moved them, and I'm going to see if we can revive them a little bit. I don't know. We'll follow up with that. Over here in these beds, we have onions. So these look beautiful. I love them. Radishes, which we actually pulled a couple the other day. So you can see we're getting there. We're getting kind of close on more radishes. We have beets, new. There's only a couple, but I really just wanted to see how they work. More radishes. We have 2 varieties of lettuce, a bib lettuce and an iceberg lettuce. And then back in the back here are 2 sunflowers. Ooh, look. Oh, it's water. I thought maybe there was a flower. But these are our sunflowers, so that's something that's new to us and that I'm really looking forward to. One last stop in our garden is the citrus garden. So over here we have 2 orange trees, and I have realized that orange blossom is the best smell on the planet. So if you ever get a chance to get in there and sniff an orange tree, I suggest that you do it. But this makes the whole yard smell incredible. A second orange. Then we have our Meyer lemon from last year, and this thing is riddled with buds. And you know, we're kind of new, so we don't know for sure, but look, is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? There's one over here too. So we'll at least maybe get a lemon, so that's exciting. And last in our tropical stop is the pineapple that we had last year. Yeah, I know it takes a couple years to fruit, so it should be maybe coming this year or the next. I'm not really sure, but it getting moved outside put a little bit of stress on it, so I'm not really sure what's gonna come in this guy. But that's it. That's our garden this year. What do you guys think?